I should be live. We are back, everyone. It's been a little while, I know. It's been at least a couple weeks. And let me check my Discord real quick. Hang on. Okay. Yeah, I had finals, so I was very, very busy. Just studying and stuff. Yeah, welcome everyone to the stream. It's good to be back. It's been, what? It's been a couple of weeks, right? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's see. It's been a couple of weeks. Yeah, okay, it's there. Yeah, like a week and a half. Yeah, I apologize about that, everyone. I was studying for finals, and that always takes a while, so... This was the first year my school made finals mandatory for every class, so... A lot of extra studying to do this year compared to other years, so... That's why I was gone. I haven't raced... Well, I raced today, but other than today, I haven't raced much, like, at all. So... I'm definitely rusty. As you can tell by my dropped average a little bit. Finals starting next year. Oof. To be honest, there's not quite as big of a deal as everyone makes them sound. It depends on the percentage. Like, my finals are only worth 20% of my grade, so like I could bomb the test and still be fine as long as I have a good grade in the class. But still, I mean, you should still study and try to do your best as a kind of a good way to bolster your grade. But yeah, I always recommend studying for finals, obviously. Hang on. Why is it not letting me pin my message in the chat? Can I just like, hang on. There we go. That's dumb. You used to just be able to click on the message and it would pin it. Now, well, it'd still give you the options, but like now you actually have to get to the 3 dots, which I can't do because the little heart emoji in the corner is hiding it. That was a pretty bad race. Oh, I should probably start with my reload. Guess I don't need to reload between races. And then I'll go into full screen mode. Okay, there we go. Yep, so the race link is pinned in the chat if you would like to join. You don't have to. It is casual mode, so everyone has a fair chance of winning. And at least for now, there won't be any rewards for winning or losing or anything like that. I do actually plan on upgrading some of my streaming equipment, and then when I do that, I'll start streaming more than once a week. Maybe I'll try doing it twice a week. This is an okay race. Not been to one of your streams in a while. That's okay, I haven't streamed in a while. I haven't streamed in at least a week. Turned 12 a couple days ago. Well, happy late birthday. Yeah, no, I got, like, today was my first day of Christmas break, so I haven't streamed since the last time which was like 2 weeks ago, I think. It's a decent race. So how's everyone doing today? Yeah, I think every typist has like good and bad days with their typing. Today would kind of be a bad day for typing for me just because I haven't typed in like 10 days. But it wasn't too bad. Like, I managed to kind of get back into the swing of things. I did like 100 races earlier today. And I didn't do too bad considering I hadn't raced in a little while. Welcome that Gator played. Good to see you here. You can safely say you don't race anymore. Yeah, I think just about everyone, including myself, will eventually move on from Nitro Type one day. I don't know. I don't really do it for the cars or the loot or anything. I just enjoy typing, and I already have an established platform here, so I figure why would I leave if I already have the established platform here? It was a decent race. Have a 100 session right now when you started the stream. Nice, nice. I'd like to do a big session over break, but I don't think my hands quite have the stamina for that yet. I plan on doing about 200 races a day for pretty much every day over my break. I've got 15 days off, so I'll have plenty of time. It's not anything important. I like how YouTube will like let me know that I'm live on my channel on my phone. I'm pretty sure I'm aware I'm live on my channel. I guess it's a good security feature if somebody managed to like grab my stream key or something and started streaming to my channel. That might be bad. It was a decent race. You're on a ski racing team. That sounds like fun. Yeah, I can definitely see if you have other obligations that could impede on your ability to race. Or it might just, you know, kind of make racing not look very important. Welcome, Star Wars Freak. Good to see you here. It's been a little while. I'm officially on Christmas break now, so I can finally start racing and uploading again. I wouldn't be surprised if I get to 1,000 subscribers in the next couple months. I'm at like 839 or 840 right now, and I'm gaining subscribers at like 75 subscribers a month right now, which is pretty good for me. So yeah, I'll probably get there soon. Passed all your exams? Oh, nice, nice. I think I passed all my exams. I haven't checked. I don't think all of them are graded yet though. But yeah, it's good to hear. I might just reload that race. As you can see, I have not raced in a little while. But you know, I'm willing to sacrifice that racing if it means I do better on my finals. Actually, I could have a couple days of school left, but you're basically on break. Assignments are done, stuff. Yeah. Yeah, for some schools, the last few days before break is basically just really easy stuff and fun activities. It's not really the case with my high school, unfortunately. Oh, your keyboard space key broke. That's too bad. Soldered too. Oh, that's fun. It's fun. Yeah, I don't mess around with soldering. I just have a hot swap board, which is nice. But yeah, I've heard it's not terrible if you practice a little bit. Probably something I should learn how to do. Do you have any like backup keyboards, or is that your only one? So it actually did snow a couple weeks ago, and now it's just like cold. It hasn't snowed. Yeah, but the weather where I live can get pretty crazy this time of year. Last year this time, we had this massive blizzard that came through. And it was lots of fun to shovel that out. Especially I live out in the middle of nowhere, so all the roads are blocked. But normally, where I live, like the worst of winter doesn't come for another month or two, and then it really hits hard, and then we'll be in spring. Has to keep raining, give us another flood. Yeah, it's actually supposed to be rainy on Christmas where I am right now, which is kind of sad. But you know, I would take a rainstorm over like a really bad blizzard or anything like that, because I think objectively speaking, blizzards and stuff like that, like ice storms, are a lot more dangerous than just rain. Unless that rain freezes, then it's really bad. Oh, you have a Razer Huntsman. I've heard those are nice keyboards. I mean, at least as far as Razer keyboards generally tend to be pretty good from what I've heard. A lot of keyboard enthusiasts don't like them, but I think they still probably work just as well as any mechanical keyboard, you know, considering their price point. Snow at your university? Nice. Yeah. Actually, that's a good idea for a poll. Oh, never mind. Click the wrong button. There we go. Also, if you hear clicking in the background, that's my brother. He's a very loud clicker. Never tapped on a Razer yet. That should be interesting. Yeah, I've heard some of their switches are good. I've heard their optic switches are really good for gaming. I'm not sure how they feel to type on. Mac Pro 2013 for testing. I've heard those old Macs run forever. I know my dad's boss has like one from 2012 that still runs just like the day it was bought. Of course, most people will end up swapping out like their hard drive for an SSD at some point, which is probably something most people should do. If your computer's still running a hard drive, you should probably switch it out. It's the general recommendation I have for most people I talk to. A Mac G4 tower. I don't know. I'm not really super familiar with like Macs and stuff. My church has one that I get to work on whenever we do stuff with that, but other than that, I don't really work on Macs too much. I'm actually going to be upgrading my my storage in my computer. I'm going to be adding another terabyte NVMe SSD to my laptop. So, and then I'll probably like move most of my programs over to that one so that my operating system lives on one drive, and then my all of my other programs will live on the other one. And the other one, the one I'm upgrading to, is going to be a lot faster. So I'll have 2 NVMe SSDs. So hopefully I won't run out of storage after that. It was a good race. A Mac from the early 2000s gets a Mac OS 10.5. I mean, how old is Mac OS 10.5? 2007. Oh, that's sad. ...2014, used to do over 150 races a day on it. I know that there's a lot of like Nitro type YouTubers who used to use Macs. I'm pretty sure Penguin's computer, like I know his MacBook obviously is Mac, but like even his home computer before that was a Mac. Yeah, I don't know. I recommend for really any Nitro type players that also want to be YouTubers, just to get a Windows computer and just get a decent Windows computer. But I know I know a lot of people really like Macs. The problem is they're super expensive, and for the price of a Mac, you can get a pretty nice Windows computer. But I've also heard that Macs are really good for productivity. One of the guys that goes to my church works as a tech guy for somebody. I don't remember the name of the company, but he also gets paid on the side to do reviews for like technology on this one blog. And he got sent a really nice Mac laptop, and he said it's really, really good for productivity. Yeah. You could buy a house with the money. Not in today's housing market, but you know. Yeah, but Macs are still very, very pricey. as is most of Apple's products, because, you know, you get to pay the Apple tax. Yeah, I've heard some of the new Mac Minis are pretty good for productivity. Wow, $600. That's lower than I thought it was. I don't know. If I'm spending any money on a desktop computer, I'm definitely gonna build it myself. But I know that's not a viable option for everyone. Not to mention the whole point of having a mini computer like that is where you can stash it somewhere. Yeah, the minis are. Oh yeah, I presume they'd be cheaper because they don't come with anything besides the computer itself. You know, there's no screen or anything like that. I remember when Apple released a $1,000 stand for one of their monitors, which is crazy. Huh. Yeah, most of my schoolwork is done on computers, but we still do hands-on activities for, like, science. I'm gonna go grab a water bottle. I have one sitting right over here. But yeah, most of my stuff is done on computer, which I actually like. It means I don't have to keep track of a bunch of textbooks. The only class that really isn't on computer is anatomy. Because we do like dissections and stuff, and then we have a textbook. But that's like the only class I have a textbook for, or a physical one. So far, we've had 4 votes. Everyone likes having snow for Christmas. That makes sense. I do as well. I prefer having snow on Christmas. But then after about New Year's, I'm about ready for spring. At least in terms of the weather. I don't know. It's kind of nice having a little bit of winter, but where I live, and I kid you not, there have been times where we'll have like 2 to 3 months of nothing but cloudy days and like just cold weather. Like we won't have a singular sunny day in like 2 months. Which is annoying. Yeah, I prefer typing to writing. I can just type a lot faster. And like I know you technically remember stuff better if you write it, but at the same time, I could use that extra time I saved to just study the material more. You live in Australia, so no snow there. Yeah, I imagine it doesn't get much snow. Unless you live at like really high elevation, but I don't even know if there are that many places of super high elevation. I don't know. I feel like Australia would be an interesting place to visit. I know people say that there's so many things there that could kill you, which is true, but still, I think it'd be a cool place to visit. I've heard their deserts are cool. When I'm typing 150, that would be best. That would probably be average. If I didn't have to take those days out to study for finals, I would say 150 would be slightly below average. I should be typing in the mid 150s on a normal good day, but I haven't typed in a couple days, so. It was a decent race. It'll get 45 one week and negative 30 the next. Yeah, it's actually gotten down to negative 30 before here. It was I don't know if it was wind chill or the actual temperature. I'd have to ask my brother. My brother would know that type of thing. He's into weather. But yeah, it was like negative 25 was the actual temperature, and then it was like negative 30 was like the wind chill. How fast was I when I started typing? Oh, I was so slow when I started typing. I was like 15 words per minute. When I joined NitroType, it was a little bit closer to 20, but I was terrible when I started. But I've been typing for almost not 6 years, like 5.5 years. So. I hate this text. That was a bad race. Welcome, Nate. Good to see you here. Yeah, if you'd like to friend me on NitroType, for that person that asked, just send me the request and I'll get to it. My friends list is full. I'll have to go through it. What do you mean legit typing? Like in terms of like real world? Yeah, skiing trips me up too. It's the 2 eyes in the row. It throws me off. Negative 65 wind chill. That would suck. I don't know. It gets cold out here because there's nothing to stop the wind where I live. It's total flat land. It's just farmland. So in the winter, there's no plants to block the wind. But yeah, that sounds terrible. Negative 65 wind chill. You live in like Antarctica. Yeah. How are you doing, Nate? That's a good race. Also, for anyone who hears clicking in the background, that's my brother. He's tryharding at Minecraft right now. It's 80 degrees here. Wow, that's pretty warm for this time of year. Upstate Vermont. Yeah, I can imagine it gets cold up there. Yeah, I won't say specifically where, or like the specific state, but I live in the American Midwest, so very, very wide range of temperature depending on the time of year. was a good race. Alright, let's check the poll. Now we have 5 votes, still 100%. Everyone wants snow on Christmas, which makes sense. Midwest too, yeah. A lot of the people that watch my channel are from like the East Coast or the West Coast. I don't get a ton of people from the Midwest here. Not sure why that is. Probably just the population density. Not an awesome race, but not too bad. I'll eventually get back into the swing of things. It'll probably take me a day or two. See. Moved from the East Coast to Midwest. Huh. What was it like out on the not the Midwest. How was it like on the East Coast? I've heard it's just crowded over there. Like I know there's most of the people in the United States live over on the East Coast, but I don't think you can send pictures in chat. That'd be interesting, but also probably problematic. Midwest humidity is literally 0 all the time. I disagree. Where I live in the summer, it gets really, really humid. It's really, really bad for my asthma. I can't run in the summer. I have to run inside. East Coast is humid. Yeah, East Coast can get humid, but in the summer, especially if you're near the Great Lakes, which I'm not, but it still gets pretty humid here. Right now it's really dry though. I guess it depends on if you live under like an airstream or something too, because I know different parts of the Midwest are a lot drier than others. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it just depends on which state, and I generally don't talk about what state I live in, just that's a little too specific for me. Yeah, no, I don't think you can send pictures in the chat. Yeah. YouTube doesn't allow people to send links either. You have to be a moderator to send a link. Otherwise it'll, like, people have tried to send me links in the chat before and it just won't go through, so they'll be like, did you see the link? And it won't even show up for me. Not even in like the deleted chat thing. Not a great race. Vermont's biggest city only has 45,000 people. It's okay. The village I live near only has like 300 people. Actually, I wouldn't even be surprised if it's below that, because I don't think a census has been... Well, a census was conducted in 2020, but... It's either 200 something or 300 something, I don't remember. In Pennsylvania? Nice. Yeah, again, there's a fair bit of my viewers are from the East Coast. But, you know, considering most of the country lives on the East Coast, that makes sense. The least populated state, I believe it's Wyoming. Let me check. Fact check that. I'm pretty sure it is Wyoming. It's either Wyoming or Alaska. Yeah, it's Wyoming. Wait. How many people live in Alaska? Because I went to Alaska and it was like totally abandoned. Oh, Alaska has 200,000 more people than Wyoming. That's kind of crazy to think about. Because like I went to Alaska over the summer and there's like a bunch of small towns and that's it. And then just the people that live out in the wilderness. Amish country to many tourists. Yes. Let's see who applied to my team. Yeah, I'll accept you. Yeah, I accept just about anyone who joins or who applies to my team. Same, live in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, I've shown the view out my window before in streams, and it's just flat. Like you can't see anything for miles. Depending on the way you look, you can see a town about 3 miles one way, and if you look the other way, you can see one about 5 miles the other way. And then I've like got neighbors. It's funny, out where I live, you're considered a neighbor if you live like within 1.5 miles of somebody. Have the mountains, yeah. So at least you have a little bit of a view, or at least that's what it sounds like. I mean, to be honest, when like the crops get taller, I mean it's not ugly or anything. It's just boring. But like this time of year, it's just dirt, which is kind of sad. Live on a hill so the view's crazy. Oh, nice, nice. I know people who live on the other side of this one river valley, and on a clear day, depending on where you're driving, you can see all the way to the other side of that river valley from like almost where I live, which is crazy because it's I don't know exactly. I don't want to look it up because I don't want to reveal it. I don't want to reveal where I live. But it's just flat ground, and then if you live on top of the river valley, then you have a nice view. The river valley is probably why it gets so humid here in the summer, to be honest. I don't know. I'm not a weather expert. I have to ask my brother. But yeah, like the windmills on the other side of this river valley, like how many miles away is that? I'm gonna look it up. Actually, no, I won't. I don't want to reveal where I live on accident. I'll do it on my other monitor, but still. Spot into somebody real quick. Yeah, I was gonna say, if you have like a good view of trees or something in the fall, that'd probably be really pretty. Wait, do you mean literally or metaphorically? Because if you mean metaphorically, I would prefer you not talk about other people's beliefs in a negative view. It's just not something I need happening in this stream chat. But I knew they have like animals and stuff, so I can see how that'd be literally. I live slightly north of a cow farm, and when the wind's blowing out of the south, you can smell it really bad. But I guess that's what we get for living like a mile north of an industrial cow farm. Mac Pro 2013 with Razer keyboard. Oh, nice. Nice to see it's working. Also, please do not advertise Teams in the chat. Let's see. Is there like not a way to just delete the message? Hang on a second. Yes, but please do not advertise Teams in the chat. That would be greatly appreciated. It's nothing personal. Like I don't care. It's just against the stream rules. I prefer not my channel be associated with specific teams besides my own. Oh, I can imagine that would smell really bad. Sorry for that guy. Yeah, because like I can only smell the cow farm here on like really windy days. And the wind has to be coming out of the south, which isn't all that common here. Yeah, I can imagine that would not smell great. You guys can't tell I'm recovering from a bit of an illness. It was lovely. I was studying for finals and then I got sick. So I had to study for finals and I was sick, I wasn't terribly sick. It wasn't as bad as my bout with pneumonia a couple months ago. I remember that. I couldn't even upload with my voice. I had to upload like text videos, which actually isn't too bad to do. I think sugar beets like a crop. Sounds like a flavor of baby food. I mean, it's not like advertising Teams is necessarily inappropriate. It's just... Actually, I don't think that's against the stream rules technically, but I guess there is a no advertising policy. I probably should revise my stream rules. Yeah, I was gonna say, sugar beet sounds like a baby food flavor or something like that. Because I know beets are normally used with that type of thing. Somebody. They just take out the sucrose and don't care about the beet. Yeah. I'm sure they could probably do something with it. I don't know. Joking. That was a bad race. Let's see. How was school, everyone? Saying this on winter break, feel like, well, I'm on winter break, which is really nice. This day was my first day. I don't have to go back till like the 4th of January. How many races do I have? It's right down here. 112,227. So my next milestone will be 125,000. But I've also been racing for 5.5 years, so I've never actually been a grinder. A lot of people assume I have, but I have never once been a grinder. I just race consistently every day when I'm not busy. I'll probably stream for about 10 more minutes, then I will get off for the evening. One of my favorite stickers. This is probably my probably is one of my favorite stickers. If not this one. Oh, there we go. Okay, so after this race, I have a funny story to tell, because somebody mentioned sessions, so I'll have to say something about that real quick. School's amazing for you because you homeschool, so you get done in February and March. Nice, nice. I have a feeling that if I could work at my own pace, I would probably get done with school pretty early. Yeah, so speaking of sessions, so I have 112,229 total races. I have never done a session above 150. I have never found the time nor the motivation. Now, I do plan on doing a session of some type over this Christmas break if I find time. I don't know how long yet. Probably at least 400. I'd like to get all the session achievements. But yeah, holy cow, that was a good race for you, Love Life. Very nice. Top seed at 159, got a 151. Very good job. But yeah, I've never done a session above 150. I've never found the time or the motivation. Decent race. Got a lot of notifications there. Anyone feel like 6th grade is a huge jump from 5th grade? Yeah, so, yeah, for most schools, 6th grade is the beginning of middle school. My school, it's not. My school, they technically begin middle school in 5th grade. But, yeah, I do feel like it's a pretty big jump. Yeah, I'm in 11th. I barely remember me, and then the one guy's in 10th. Yeah, it's been a long time since I was in 5th grade. But, yeah, those were the good days. Appreciate them now, because you'll get to high school and you'll realize how good you had it back in middle school. It's not to say that high school's bad or anything, it's just harder. Yeah, 5th grade was probably one of my favorite school years ever. But yeah, it goes quick, and you will eventually come to realize how good you had it back in middle school. Although high school is really fun, I will say that. I actually really do enjoy high school. I know that's kind of an unpopular take. Most people tend to hate school, but actually I don't mind it. Way too much drama in your class. Yeah, drama can be a killer of fun, really. Oh no. My stream just disconnected. I'll be right back, guys. My stream just like dipped.